Hey, welcome back to lIHITRO Bank. My name is Adam. Let me start by saying something most people are afraid to admit. Being broke does not mean being incapable. It usually means nobody ever showed you how money actually works in the modern world. Most poor people are not poor because they're lazy. They are poor because their effort is pointed in the wrong direction. And tech quietly gives people the biggest opportunity in history to change that without money. Not overnight, not magically, but realistically. Let me explain how. When you have no money, you cannot buy your way out of problems. So the only asset you truly control is your time and your ability to learn. The mistake most people make is they trade time for short-term cash instead of long-term leverage. Tech skills are leverage. Because once you learn a skill, it can be reused repeatedly without starting from zero every time. That is the difference. Now, let me clear one myth. You do not need to be good at math. You do not need to be a genius. You do not need a degree. You need basic skills plus consistency plus direction. That combination builds income streams. Let me explain the beginner roadmap mindset first. Poor people often try to learn everything at once. Coding, design, marketing, AI, crypto, dropshipping. That leads to overwhelm and quitting. Smart beginners choose one simple skill that solves a real problem for real people. Then they build income around that. Not passion, demand. Tech rewards problem solvers. Now, let me talk about what skills actually work when you have no money. Skills that can be learned for free. Skills that businesses already pay for. Skills that do not require expensive tools. Examples include basic web setup content, writing simple automation, social media management data, research customer support systems. These are not glamorous, but they are paid. And once income starts, confidence follows. Confidence is fuel. Now here is the most important mindset shift. You are not learning tech to become an employee. You are learning tech to become useful. Usefulness creates income. Businesses do not care how you learned. They care that problems disappear. Let me give you a realistic scenario. A small business owner is overwhelmed with emails, leads, content updates, and repetitive tasks. They do not need a full tech team. They need relief. You learn how to set up simple tools that handle those tasks. You become valuable. That value becomes income. Now, let me explain how people actually build income streams step by step in reality. First, they learn one simple skill deeply. Not 10. 1. They practice it by helping themselves or helping others for free at first. Then they package that skill as a service. Then they get their first paying client. That first payment is not about money. It is about proof. Proof changes identity. Once you see that someone paid you, your brain stops thinking poor. It starts thinking possible. That shift is everything. Now let me talk about why tech is different from traditional jobs. In a job, you are paid based on position and hours. In tech services, you are paid based on results. Results scale. If you help one business, you can help 10. If you help 10, you can help 100. Your income is no longer tied to one employer. That is freedom. Now let me address fear. Most poor people fear starting because they fear failure. But they are already failing silently by staying stuck. Tech allows low-risk failure. You can test ideas online. You can learn in public. You can improve fast. Failure in tech is feedback, not punishment. Now, let me be honest about discipline. You cannot scroll your way out of poverty. You cannot binge motivation videos and expect income. You must replace consumption with creation. Learn 1 hour. Build one thing. Reach out to one person. Every day. That compound effect beats talent. Now, let me explain what happens over time. Skill stack. First income stream starts small. Then you add another. Then another. Soon income becomes diversified. You are no longer desperate. Desperation kills negotiation power. Stability gives confidence. Confidence increases earnings. This is how poor people stop being poor. Not by luck, by systems. Now, let me ground this in truth. This path is not easy. It requires patience. It requires consistency when nobody is watching. But it works because tech rewards people who show up every day. You do not need money to start. You need direction. You need belief. You need effort pointed correctly. If you are watching this and you feel stuck, understand this. You are not behind. You are early. The moment you decide to invest your time intelligently instead of emotionally, your life trajectory changes. If you want, I can make the next video showing the exact beginner tech skills to learn first, or how to get your first online client with zero experience, or how to escape the paycheck to paycheck cycle using simple tech services. Comment below what you want next, and I will make that video for you. Subscribe to the channel if you want real, honest guidance on making money with tech from zero. Like the video so it reaches people who need to hear this. And tell me honestly what skill you are willing to learn starting today. I will see you in the next one.